there guys, it's Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood guitar, also known as Mokujin21, and right behind me we've got the Geely Azkarra. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at all of the different features that it has, but let me just warn you, I am not a car expert. I just love cars, just like you guys, and sometimes people talk about the technicalities, about the engines and the torques, and the distance. Well, distance is important, and I'm more interested in the look, the feel, and the features, so that's what I focus on. Let's get started. Alright guys, so right in front of me I've got the Geely Azkarra in this gray. Look at it. Doesn't look half bad, right? You'll see as I walked up closer, the lights also turned on, so it actually can detect you from quite a way, and it just wants to let you know that, hey, I'm here. I'm here, guys. Also, when I get really close to the vehicle, you'll see that it'll also automatically unlock. And as I walk away, watch this. It just automatically locks again. That's pretty cool. I didn't even need to touch the handle. So you can go ahead and turn that off if you want to be extra safe. Let's take a closer look at the headlamps over here. Look at that. It also has that Geely logo right over there. I really like the way they've done it. Looks good. Then when we get down over here, you'll see that this part is just for show. It's closed off. However, if you look to the left, you'll see that there is a vent that goes through. Typically, that's also closed off. All right, down here, you'll see that this left section is closed off. However, in the middle, that's where you can see what looks like to be the filter. In the front, you've got the Geely shaped grille, and you'll see that we've got that camera in the front, and yes, we've got bird's eye view. Down over here, you've also got sensors, so you'll see them dotted around the entire vehicle. You'll also see that we've got these two lines over here on the hood. I like it. Gives it that flowing motion. You might notice over there, the Geely Coolray. I like that car so much that I went ahead and bought one. Yeah, I couldn't believe the price. And by the way, the price for that is boom. There you go, it's on the screen. And the price for this starting is boom on the screen for you now. Okay, let's go ahead and walk around. Actually, before we walk around, because you can see that right over here, you'll see that there's an opening for that camera slash sensor, and that helps you with a lot of the automatic driving. Yes, this vehicle also has like automatic steering and lane keep assist and all that good stuff. In regards to the rims, this is what they look like. They're all right. I mean, they don't look extra special, and the finishing doesn't look really smooth. I see a little bit of bubbling, but you know what? For its price, not bad. You can also see the springs up there too. Now, you'll see that we've got not a chrome, but this matte metal looking skirt. For the VEMS. Oh yes, we got all the M's. Here we've got camera. This is where you've got the indicator. And if I shift over to the back, it's where the tank is. And also, this is what the rear looks like. Again, I like personally, because this reminds me of my Porsche Panamera, how it's got a lot of that matte, silky metal to it. I like it. You see at the bottom, they got the same thing, it's plastic. And then you can see you've got the little reflectors at the bottom. You'll see you got the camera over here. You got a window wiper, and then of course you've got the additional brake light, I think the antenna as well. If you want to go ahead and open up the vehicle, it's automatic. So we've got the automatic tailgate. Now what you can also do is that you can control in the software how high you want this to open up. So if you park your vehicle in a space that might have like a low ceiling, you actually can program it so it doesn't open up too much and doesn't bang. So that's also very cool. Looking inside the vehicle, let's go ahead and take a look at the left. Container space, so you can hide your secrets. You've also got a little hook over here so that you can put like a bag. Over here, you've got a 12 volt, 120 watt. Little net over here. You've also got this privacy guard, so you can go ahead and keep things private. You got a speaker, what looks like to be a speaker grill over there. And then if we open this up, let me just zoom out. This is where you can get your spare tire. See, you got a little bit of extra space. You can put some other things, and you've got your jack and so on. Cool. Now let's go ahead and close this. Boom, it's closing. Now before I start with the front seat, I'm gonna start with the back seat like I usually do. All right guys, so this is what it looks like. You've got that rubberized plastic, rubber. You've got this plastic, but with a metal look over here. You'll see that you've got a line. That's because you've got some LED lights here that you can change the color of. Also got this nice looking leather. And then you've also got this plastic, it looks like metal, but it's plastic. You've also got a small speaker over here, tweeter, main speaker over there. This is how big the space is to put your bottles. And then of course, power windows. To get into this vehicle, by the way, the opening actually is quite big. Yes. Let's go ahead, sit inside, see what it feels like. Let's go ahead and turn on some lights as well. You'll see that we've got rear AC. The Coolray didn't have rear AC. You also have a couple of USB ports down over here so that you can charge your phone or tablet or whatever it is. Also looks like you got some space to put something here if you wanted to. You've got a net here. Now for the center, again, let me just zoom out. This comes down for your armrest. You push this button, now you've got cup holders. Close that. You can also go ahead and raise and lower not only the two main passenger, but even the center seat. On the top, you've got a handle, and then you've also got your light. You'll also notice on both sides, you've got hooks for some bags for your convenience. And this is what the vehicle looks like on the front. I think that you'll agree that it actually looks quite nice. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and go to the front seat. Oh, one thing to also mention, when I went ahead and opened up the vehicle, you'll see that the windows all slightly opened. This is also to help with venting. Yeah. So we're gonna enter, gonna leave the door open. Again, you can see that you have power side mirrors, master, unlock and lock, and then of course the child control for the windows. You can also use this switch right over here so that you can open up your boot. And then they put an icon here for you so you know that this is for bottles, guys. It's for bottles, but not cans. Here you can see that we can adjust the fog lamps, I think it is. You've got a little pocket over here. What could we put in here? Let me see, does the key fit in there? You could put your key if you wanted to. This is what the key looks like, by the way. Should have shown it to you earlier. Take a look at that key. Down here, we've also got a little cubby. I always like this in my Lexus. Also got one of these, very useful. You've got your AC on the left, you got speakers, got this like faux leather up here too. And then you can see what the steering wheel looks like. You've got speed limiter. You can go ahead and increase and decrease the speed. You can go ahead and answer and hang up phone call. This is for the menu button. Back, once you tap on menu, then use these buttons for left, right, up, down. Then it also clicks in to select. This I can choose different modes. So if you're listening to music or entertainment, you can switch between FM and media. And then you've got a quick mute button. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that over here, this is how you control the volume. I wish they had a knob. Guys, you got to do this in the update. You got to give us a knob. Like, it's fine to touch, but I would much rather a knob. And if you have a phone call on Bluetooth, you don't use that to control the audio. You use this. So just wanted to mention that quick point. Let's go ahead and close the door. Now let's turn on the vehicle. So with the windows open, you can actually hear the vehicle. How does it sound? Now let me close the windows. You can barely hear anything at all. You'll see in front of us, we've got this digital screen. Now, of course, you can either have the smaller screen or you can have a bigger screen depending on the options that you choose. So you can unlock more features as you spend more. However, with this vehicle, with the lower end, let's say screen, you only have that part of the screen, whereas on their website, it looks like you have the option of like a big giant gauge cluster, but you can see the engine temperature, you can see the fuel gauge on the right, and it's still quite a very clear screen in front of you. Now, you might say, hey, wait a minute, but I can see the difference between the screen being on and the black panel on the left. With the human eye, you can't really see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the different menu options. So if I tap on menu, you'll see that I've got the lane keep assist menu on. If I tap right, it gives you a warning. In this case, it says, please fasten. Right again, it tells me that the active cruise control is not active. And then over here, I have settings for the vehicle. So if I tap in AEB, what is this? I think active braking. And then we've got FCW. What would that stand for? You let me know, okay? Alarm sensitivity selection, low, medium, or high. Then you've got cruise type, again, active, or what does ICC stand for? I wish I knew. This is the lane keep assist. So when you have this on, the steering wheel will actually automatically move to make sure that you stay in your lane. And you can choose if you just want the warning, so it'll enable it without actually controlling the steering wheel. I actually ended up turning it off because I got a little bit annoyed. It's a little bit too aggressive. Now, SLEF. EPS, drive mode linkage. So this is basically the performance mode. So you can choose between comfort and sport. Volume, whether you went high, medium, or low. I actually ended up putting everything onto low, but let me tell you that it's really loud. It's really loud. It's annoyingly loud. Service remaining, language, also has Arabic support, Spanish. Of course, it depends on which country you buy it from. You've got return, trip computer, time, and then you can go back. Then you've got units, temperature, pressure, mileage. Now let's just go ahead and show you what the stocks look like. There you go. Take a look at that. And then this is what the left stock looks like. So you can control and set this to auto mode. When you're indicating, this is what the indicator sounds like. You've also got things like blind spot assist. You've also got electronic auto braking. That's pretty cool. So if there's a pedestrian that walks in front of you, the car will automatically try to brake so that you can stay nice and safe and keep the person that you almost hits free from injury. So I didn't expect to see that in this vehicle. That's pretty cool. You can probably hear the AC. Let me go ahead and turn it off. All I need to do is tap on that switch. And then you can see also I've got the AC menu in front of me. It'll disappear in just a second, and it just disappeared. You can control the temperature using this over here. Then you can control the air speed with this switch over here. And then of course you can have interior circulation. You can have the mode, how you want the airflow to go around, or you can set it to auto. You've got this big giant screen right in the middle. And if I go ahead and tap on this, you can see that you can relax your mind, listen to some songs. So connect by USB, radio, or Bluetooth. You also have the touch to connect to Bluetooth phone, so you can get your features. And you've also got this interesting button, cleanup. When you tap on this, it's released some memory. So I guess maybe if you feel like there's a little bit of lag, you can go ahead and clean it up. You can also connect via wire to this easy connection. I don't have an Android phone with me at the moment. However, you can actually go ahead and view your screen using EasyCon. Let's tap on this button over here, and this is how you open up the rest of the menu. You can choose how you want the menu to look. If I choose complete, it's a little bit bigger. I don't know why you have a smaller option, but let's go ahead and choose settings. You can control your lamp, the courtesy light, so it'll turn on the lights, headlamps for you so that you can see everything. Now, the thing is, it might look a little bit blurry. Here, if I hold it over here, it looks fine. At an angle, it looks a little bit blurry with the phone, but again, in real life, I don't see that blur. So let's go back, safety. So you can choose that when you lock, do you want it to just flash the light, or do you want it to also give you a little beep, a little horn? Window auto close when locking, so you want to close the window automatically just in case it's open. Would you like it to also close the sunroof and the sunshade, or just the sunroof but leave the sunshade open? Window ventilation, this is what I was talking about before, so you can vent. Video prohibition, so this is if you are plugged into a device and you want to watch some videos, you can actually turn it off. Or turn off the feature that will disable you watching videos while you are driving over 15 kilometers. Next up, we've got automatic door unlocking when near. That's what we saw earlier. And then automatic door locking when leaving. That's what you also saw. And this is how you can control the tailgate that I mentioned earlier, controlling the height. Let's go back. We've got some comfort options. Auto folding mirror, that's on, and you saw that unfold as well. You've got the stop start, and then you've also got smart coasting, and that is enabled when it's on eco or on comfort mode. And the auto stop start, personally, I prefer to turn it off because I don't like it turning on. But you could leave it on if you want to save a little bit of petrol. You can connect by Bluetooth or wireless network. When we select sound, you can control your equalizer. And actually, it looks like we've got some special modes. So now it's currently set to custom. Maybe I can't touch it, or maybe I need to be connected so I can adjust that. Balance. So you can balance the audio. Where do you want the audio to sound like it's coming out from? Over here, I've got volume adjustment. So media volume, the safety volume. Let me go ahead and put that on low. Maybe that was what was annoying me earlier on. Touchscreen sound. Now that's on, however, I can't hear anything. That's probably because the volume is completely down. Let's see. No, I couldn't. Then you've also got speed sensitive volume mode, sound settings, focused on the driver or the passenger, and then of course ring as well. So you can have a ringtone, so when you receive a phone call, you can decide how you want it to sound. Display, you can control the screen brightness. This is on max brightness right now. You've also got vehicle brightness, instrument theme linked to driving. So this will actually change, and I'll show you later, the color and the way that everything looks based on your driving mode, which you control over here. But obviously, sometimes people want to have it on the gauge to look red, but they want to be on comfort. You can do that too. So you've also got the ambient light, and this is the ambient lighting that I told you about, so you can have that on. We can't see it right now. However, the ambient lighting also shows up through these panels, through the panels. And then you've also supposed to have some light. I wish that we could make the lights much more vibrant. If I could change one thing, make one request, Geely, make the lights more vibrant. Then you can also set the mode to auto, day or night. And that's it, we're done. We are done. Of course, this is how you can view video. I can't do anything right now. This is how you can view photo. This is how you can select the 360 panorama. You can also go ahead and push the 360 button down here for convenience. And if I go ahead and choose 3D view, boom. I've got the 3D view of my vehicle. You can also choose multiple views. So you can choose to just see the front, you can see the sides, the left and the right, the rear, left and right, or just the rear. Or you can just simply choose 2D, where you've got the front in front of you right over here, and then you've got the bird's eye view over there. You can choose settings, which will let you link it to your steering wheel so that you can see the lines when you're reversing. You can also choose to have transparent car view, and that's supposed to make things transparent, but to me, I'd say just leave it on. You can also change the color of your car if you wanted to match the color of your actual vehicle. Cool. All right, so let's look at this area over here. So we've got the electronic steering over here, so you can turn it off. You can go ahead and choose the speed limiter, especially when you're going downhill. This is the parking sensor, and then you've got the 360 switch over here too. Controlling the gear, this is what the gear shifter looks like. Feels nice and comfortable. Put my foot on the brake. I can go ahead and choose reverse, turned on the reverse camera. Drive, this doesn't light up, however you do see your driving mode over there. If you wanted to, you could also shift it to the left, and then you can go ahead and just simply tap to change gears. And then you press the P so that you can park. You've got this little space over here so that you can put some cards or keys or whatever it is. You've got your electronic parking brake. You've also got the auto hold over here. And this is how you control the driver mode. Now, when I go ahead and turn this, it'll just keep on turning. On the screen over here, this is what shows me the driving mode. Now, I thought it might be automatic, so if I just leave it on eco, just change to eco. No, you actually have to click down and then it changes the mode. So let me go ahead and show you the dash display. So this is on eco. This is now on sport. Now let's go ahead and change it to off-road. That's off-road mode. We'll go to comfort. And then back to eco. Here's the cubby hole. So you can go ahead and put, I don't know, coins, maybe your key here too. You've got cup holders. Open this up. This is where you can store some stuff. But also you'll see the switch. You see that? Let me just zoom in just a little bit. I didn't understand. What is this knob for? So actually, when you have your AC on, it lets in some cold air into this box. So you could cool this area if you wanted to. Maybe you've got some candy. Do you want it to melt? I don't know. Let me show you down here too. This is where you've got a couple of USB ports. So for your fast charging or your data. This is also a Qi charger. So when you put your phone down, it will charge your phone wirelessly. So you can see that we've also got speakers up here. You got your vents. This is your hazard. If we go ahead and open up this is the size of the glove box. Close that up. This is what the mirror looks like. So it's got like, it's like almost edgeless, but it's just a transparent plastic. It's like around that thick. If we look up, we've got our visors, place to put our glasses. Whoops, didn't want to open that up yet. Oh, close. Let's go ahead and select that. That's the light. Let's go ahead and push the other light. This is the turn on all the lights. And then of course, this is to enable the door light. Now back here, you'll also see that there is a indicator that should turn on. So if somebody's sitting in the back seat, it'll automatically let you know. Let you know that you should be putting on your seatbelt. Additionally, what I will see on the screen when I have passengers is who's not wearing their seatbelt. So it's got sensors within the seat. Now, what you guys might also have noticed while I was in the back is that we've got a huge sunroof. Yeah, it's huge. Look at how huge it is. So let me just go ahead and open up the shade first. Take a look at that. 2 panels. Let's see, what does it look like from the back? This is the experience, and guys, it makes the vehicle feel so open and airy, you know? I like it. Let's go ahead and open up the sunroof. Whoops. So that was in ventilation mode. And as you can see, when it goes ahead and opens up, it opens up half the panel. And this is what it looks like from the top. And let me just go ahead and show you what it looks like from the rear. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video so far, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I know that my videos aren't conventional. They're not like the normal videos that you see online. So I like to focus on all of the little details and stuff, you know? All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. I've showed you everything that I could find. If you have this vehicle, please share your views down below. Let people learn from you. Come on, let's get the community going. Let's let everybody learn. And thank you so much for everyone that's been dropping me some positive comments. I really appreciate the positive feedback. And, hopefully I'll be able to improve as time goes. And now it's time for some beauty shots. So enjoy. All right, guys, if you don't mind, again, please don't forget, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, because thumbs are free, but they mean a lot to me. Bye-bye.